Top South Sudan and Uganda military chiefs held a meeting in South Sudan, Juba, to iron out their border differences. According to UPDF Public Relations and Directorates X account, the meeting was part of ongoing efforts to strengthen bilateral military cooperation and border security issues. UPDF, the Deputy Chief of Defense Forces, Lieutenant General Sam Okiding, paid a visit to the Chief of the South Sudan People's Defense Forces, SSPDF, General Dao Aturjong, as part of ongoing efforts to strengthen bilateral military cooperation between the two nations, according to the statement. On Uganda's part, Lieutenant General Okiding was accompanied by Uganda's ambassador to South Sudan, Brigadier General retired Ronnie Balia, and the Joint Task Force Commander, Brigadier General Anthony Lukwago Mbusi. During the meeting, General Aturjong reaffirmed South Sudan's commitment to maintaining strong ties with Uganda, describing the two armies as sister forces with deep historical bonds. No one can separate us because we share a lot historically, pledging continued cooperation in regional peace and security, General Aturjong said. Lieutenant General Okiding appreciated the SSPDF leadership for their continued cooperation and for fostering a strong relationship between the two sisterly forces. General Okiding noted that such engagements help cement peace and mutual understanding between Uganda and South Sudan. Lieutenant General Okiding, in turn, visited Uganda's People's Defense Forces troops stationed in Bilateral. General Okiding commended the troops for their discipline and dedication, urging them to uphold peace in South Sudan and to prioritize training for combat readiness and maintaining operational tempo. On his part, Brigadier General Mbusi expressed gratitude to President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, the Commander-in-Chief of the UPDF and the Chief of Defense Forces, for the strategic guidance and support that have greatly boosted troop morale under Operation Lindsay Wakimia. Among those in attendance were the Assistant Chief of Defense Forces, Lieutenant General Kong Tru, SSPDF Chief of Military Intelligence, Lieutenant General David Oucholi, Battle Group Commander Colonel Bernard R. Kashemeza, Special Forces Component Commander Colonel J.M. Kabila, Asset Commander Colonel Stephen Namolo, and Joint Task Force Intelligence Officer Lieutenant Colonel Alex Habiona. Last week, the South Sudan People's Defense Forces, SSPDF, Chief of Defense Forces, General Dao Aturjong, and his Ugandan counterpart, General Muhoozi Kainerugaba, called for an end to hostilities after clashes occurred on Monday in Nyainga Muda, located in the Kangapo 2 Payam of Kajo-Keji County in South Sudan. In a statement issued by SSPDF, as claimed by the UPDF, the SSPDF Chief of Defense Forces reached out to his counterpart, General Muhoozi Kainerugaba, and agreed to the silencing of guns and the formation of a joint investigation committee. In response, the SSPDF Chief of Defense Forces, General Dao Aturjong Newer, contacted his Ugandan counterpart, and as a result, the duo agreed on taking the following steps aimed at stopping further clashes. According to the statement, the two Chiefs of Defense Forces agreed on 1. Immediate cessation of all forms of hostilities, 2. Formation of a joint investigation committee to ascertain the circumstances under which the armed confrontations erupted, and finally, 3. The established Joint Technical Border Committee will continue with their signed work aimed at finding peaceful resolutions to recurrent border-related disputes. Question: what message would it portray for President Kiir to be the one meeting with Gen. Muhoozi Kainerugaba, the UPDF Chief of Defense Forces, who happens to be Uganda's President Museveni's son? Remember, it would be prudent for the two presidents of South Sudan and Uganda to meet over political tensions, the deadly border clashes, rather than president to a mere chief of defense forces. In the public view, something would definitely be amiss, and that South Sudanese will have serious questions for President Kiir and his government to answer. What do you think? Let us know your thoughts or opinions in the comment section below. If you have not yet subscribed, please subscribe, as we will continue to bring you informative videos.